Hello everyone, welcome. I am LaDosha Wright. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. I am the author of What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon and the children's book Curly Hair Adventures. I'm also a licensed cosmetologist here in Cleveland Heights, Ohio at the Revert Design Team. And today I am bringing to you my wonderful, informative, witty series titled What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. I also have a blog on Ask LaDosha, blogspot.com. You can follow me on all of the social media platforms, but right here on YouTube is where I would like for you to stay clicked, okay, at this particular moment. We are now on our last series of What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon about aging hair. I'm here with my lovely, one of my favorite customers. Her name is Miss Dorothy, and Miss Dorothy is 87 years old, and she was just so, reluctant, but I had to beg her, please come on to YouTube and let's talk about aging hair, because this is a topic that we don't always see on YouTube. We definitely don't see this, on social media. They don't take pictures of people with 87-year-old hair unless they're real foxy and all that kind of stuff. Nothing against that type of 87-year-old, but Miss Dorothy is, she's just a regular homegirl, 87-year-old. She ain't about to show you her body. It is nice. She ain't about to show you her face. She is cute. You gotta trust me. So here we go. Let's jump into the topic. So here we are at the salon, and so some of the things that I left one piece to curl, because Miss Dorothy has a good old-fashioned throwback, press and curl. So we went over what we used on her hair. Miss Dorothy is a very big fan. She's old school. She's all about, you got to put some moisture into my hair. But here's what they don't tell you at the hair salon, and we talked about this on the other videos. And this was one of her, now this isn't the brand, but it's an actual cream. And so Miss Dorothy, her thing is that you want some moisture in your hair. Is that correct? Is that correct? You want moisture? She says, yes. So she likes moisture in her hair. However, when you look at this hairstyle, if you put this heavy cream on this hairstyle, you know what's going to happen? It's going to revert back. Now, the reason why these curls are holding, I'm going to show you what I used on her hair. So what I did was I did the good old-fashioned press and curl. So this is a cast iron straightening comb, because Miss Dorothy is like, don't you use that flat iron, you best to curl my hair, okay? So I used the good old-fashioned press and comb. I also used the good old-fashioned, Marcel irons. So I'm going to show you how I use the Marcel irons on her hair. She is not impressed with technology by way of flat irons and curling wands and automatic curling. She said, no, Shaniqua, you're going to curl my hair today, okay? Also, she likes moisture, but she can't have moisture. When you are doing hair like this, rather, again, you flat iron it, you silk press it, whatever you do to it, you cannot use a cream. You have to use different types of pomades. So for her scalp, I used the Deca Plus Satin Pomade, because she old school. And old school, like, you got to do something to my hair. You can't just put grease on it. So she does not just want Vaseline or plain old grease. She wants her scalp and her hair cared for. She knows how this must go down. So I used a pomade that was very light, and when you rub it onto her scalp, as you see that, it goes right into the skin. Now, all pomades don't do that, but this particular one, and I'll put this in the bottom, and I don't know if I can include a link, but I will definitely include the name and the brand of this pomade that is safe. Now, this pomade is not for pressing the hair. The pomade is strictly to nourish the scalp. So what I did to prep her hair was I used my products. Now, the other thing you have to keep in mind, the old school products versus the new school. Back in the day, they had some, some dippity-doo, and hairstyles were different, and hairstyles were preferred, where you teased them, you froze them, and you set them in place, and women set, they put nets on top, and they also roller set the hair. Today, those hairstyles are obsolete. That's number one. Number two, you also have to keep in mind, because the hairstyles are obsolete, so are the hair care products. So we kind of have to, cocktail to make something. So I use my product, which is called Ledoux. So Ledoux is great for curling hair, and I put that on her hair before I actually, blow dried it. So to help me get some form. I also use my hairspray called In Control, and it's a very, very light hairspray that you would call this like a working hairspray. So working hairsprays translates into pliable fibers that can move. It's not like your final net where the hair is stiff. So this hairspray, it also has some oil infused in it. So I'm trying to make the hair a little tacky. So I used the Ledoux and just a little bit. I say a little, I mean I just made like a little net on her hair. But again, she's old school, so she said, oh, that's fine and dandy, LaDosha, but where is my hair grease? Where is my throwback so that my curls will shine, my curls will hold? I'm 87 years old, so don't you come talking this 1985, 95, 97, 2019 hair care products. Take me back to 1967 on back, which is when I was born. So now this is a product, it's called Excellento. This falls into your vintage hair care styling product. You do have to find this online, or if you're in the hood, you probably can go to some of your beauty supply stores, and some beauty supply stores down the way or in the hood will carry some of your vintage hair care products. If you're in suburbia, sorry, you're gonna have to catch the bus, drive your little Mercedes Benz and go on down the way and get you some of this Excellento. Or if you're scared to go into the hood, I'm not, you're gonna have to go online and you're gonna have to search for vintage hair care products. So I would not use this solely by itself because she has aging hair. It's very soft, and this is a very thick pomade, but it is formulated the way they kind of put this together. It's to heat up when you put the Marcel orange to it, and when it cools off, the curls will set. So that's your vintage hair care products. Your newer pomades, such as this mango, all this cool stuff, these products are not for that type of hairstyling. Though I know some hairstylists like, I bet you I could because I know how to do it. I bet you burn it. That's what I bet you will do. So this product is not formulated for a high intensity heat of Marcel orange. You're going to hear it pop, you're going to hear it crackle, and you're going to hear a customer like Miss Dorothy say, excuse me, sweetheart, can I see you in my office? So I don't want to go in Miss Dorothy's office, okay? So that's why I do not recommend that you use your more modern pomades on pressing curls. Instead, go with your vintage hair care products, all right? So now I have this curl already prepped, and so this is a Marcel curl that I'm going to do on her hair because this is what she wants. Now Marcel are these old school irons, and they are made out of cast iron. It's at about 450, 470 degrees. They have to be hot in order to work the curl. I already had it heated up, and like I said, she wants some curls on this hair. She like, don't you be taking no flat irons and winding around my hair. Now, the reason why you don't want to use the flat iron, because the flat irons are going to actually flatten the hair, and the curls are not going to hold. Even if you cocktail it with the old school and the new school, you're gonna have a problem. And I'm telling you, somebody who's 87 years old, she knows when you just Jimmy rigged her curls. So here we are going to do good old-fashioned Marcel. And Marcel, you got to get that click. And this is a good old-fashioned figure 8 so that we can get this. I'm curling this off the base, of course, and I'm just clicking this all the way down. There's no holding this for 5 hours. It's not going to set, because remember, the vintage hair care product is designed to heat up, and then as the arm cools off while I'm twirling it, and then the environment, in the room, is also going to allow this curl to set. Now, because she has protein, because she doesn't have too much moisture, her curls are actually holding on her hair. Her curls are not falling, okay? Now, the question is, When she goes home, what is she going to do? Now remember, at 87 years old, we're talking about people who know the quality. We're not talking about how many heads you did today. We're talking about the quality. So this type of hair, you have an option. You can do your good old, you have to comb these out, okay? And you can, if this is your grandma or your wife or your sweetheart or your mother, you can do the good old-fashioned stem, you know, pin curl, and you can grab a couple of them. When you do pin curls, you know, you can actually, you know, pin the hair. Remember that? Roll it around like they used to back in the day. And you're going to roll it, and you're going to actually secure that. Let me tilt your head over. And you're going to secure that with the actual hair pin, okay? Or you could also use a bobby pin if you wanted to, but she like, now listen here, I'm not about to pin curl. But for people who do spiral curls, they hate rollers, so you pin curl this down, and you're going to have to tie this down with a scarf. Do not bonnet pin curls. I repeat, do not bonnet pin curls. So the other alternative is the good old-fashioned roller. Who remembers these? So I know what you're saying. Oh girl, them took my hair out. No, they didn't. They did not take your hair out. So go on and hit the dislike button. You are not going to hurt my feelings. Sponge rollers do not take hair out. More than likely what you're looking at is you're rolling dirty hair, okay? As your hair becomes soiled, more of it comes out. So when the hair is clean like it is today, you don't see that. So when you're going to roll the hair, be it your grandma, you're going to do it yourself, you know, you have to actually comb the curls out. Okay, and if they're good, they're coming back. You see that? I tell all of my customers, if I do your hair and you comb it and it collapses, you need a new hairstylist. Because if you do this hair right, it is going to survive at least 3 to 5 days. Can she get 2 weeks? No. That's a plantation practice, but you know, 87 years old, she ain't on no plantation, so we ain't doing that, okay? All right, so what you're gonna do is comb this hair out. And you need to use a good old-fashioned rat tail comb, okay? So now we're going to actually comb the hair. We're going to pinch the ends, all right? And then we are going to roll her hair all the way down. You see that? So here we go. And voila, there you have it. A good old-fashioned rolled up hair. So you're going to roll this hair just like we used to back in the day, where you're going to come down on the sides, down in the middle, coming up the top. You roll this hair, you can bonnet this, or you can tie it down. What you bet not do, what you don't want to do, is put a shower cap on top of this situation. She has oil on her scalp, oil in her hair, steam. So what does that translate to? A sauna, okay? So you will have a complete sauna on your hair if you do that. So I recommend that you roll your hair. What you don't want to do with rolling your hair is you don't want to pull out these end papers, you know, end papers, and then, you know, folks, they get real old school. Hold up here, wait a minute. And they like to take the end paper, and then they want to, you know, take the hair. They don't want to comb it out, and they want to take the end paper, and they want to go ahead and try to roll the hair. And please, people, do not do that. I don't know where y'all got that stuff from, okay? But that is totally, completely wrong. End papers are only used for when the hair is uneven. That's number one. Oh. Number two, she said, oh. Okay, number one. Number two, end papers are made out of what? Paper. So the paper will absorb the oil right back out her hair, and then it's going to be frizzy, and then at 87 years old, she's going to be complaining that you young folks do not know how to do my hair, when us young folks did not ask her or did not teach her or remind her that, you know, Mrs. Dorothy, you cannot use end papers on your hair. You just, you know, roll it back up. So if you're saying, well, she wants moisture, what about when the hair gets dry? She's combing her hair every day. She will redistribute her natural oils that her scalp produces. If she just must, like, I don't care what you say, you done put me on YouTube, you done put me on blast, put all my business out here, she can use a very light oil sheen spray, okay? A very, very light. Don't spray it all like this. Do not do that. Just a little light, and then she's going to comb her hair all the way through. So for those of you who are wondering, I want to see her comb this hair out because I don't believe those curls are going to be in there. So there's the roller. There you have it. Rolled hair will give you, you will get curls with this, okay? So let's just comb her hair out. So you got, and I'm going to use a good old-fashioned comb out comb. That's what this is. And she's got all these beautiful curls. And now remember, she's 87, but you have to admit, girl, bye. Does that look 87? Okay. So there you have it. What they don't tell you at the hair salon about aging hair. I will. So there we have it. All her nice, beautiful curls, good old fashioned. I know, hit that like button several times. She can roll this up. This is not any fancy lighting. I've been getting a lot of people, saying to me, LaDosha, get better lighting. No, this is real hair on real people in real life. In real life, there is no filters. In real life, there is no light flashing around. And we are not trying to attract those type of viewers on this channel. This is somebody's mother. This is somebody's grandmother, and this is somebody's real live customer, and she's not interested in all of the fluff. So if you want to see that, you have to find someone else's YouTube channel. But on this channel, we really wanted to highlight just how naturally beautiful her hair is, and you have to admit that this is much better. So just to recap, what we did was we did not use anything that was intensive moisturizing on her hair because her hair was over processed from using those creams and those heavy pomades on her scalp and her hair. So we cleansed her hair with the volumizing shampoo that was infused with protein to give her hair some more strength. And of course it's artificial, but it's up to you if you want to use something organic, if you want to use something that's synthetic. We also use Philip Pelusi's Extreme Daily Hair Treatment because that quality of protein is much better for her hair for the condition that it was in, and that would be a staple product that we would use because we understand that all hair care lines do not have every single thing that you need. So sometimes you do have to cocktail and cross and mix up between your different hair care products as long as you're using the products that fit your unique fabric. Also, you want to make sure that you are not cookie cutting your directions. Please make sure you follow the manufacturer's instructions. One of the things that she was doing was that she was sitting in her conditioners for way too long. And we used the dunking your cookies into a milk as an example of just to give you guys a visual of why you should never, ever in your long-legged life, remember that, okay? Should you sit, allow a conditioner to sit in your hair past the manufacturer's instructions. We did glaze her scalp with satin pomade because that's what she likes, and just to protect it from the weather when she put hats on her head. It's cold here in Cleveland. As a matter of fact, it's going to be about like 2 degrees tomorrow, or -0. It's going to be -0, -1. It's going to be pretty cold tomorrow. So we need to definitely put something on her scalp. I also used a good old-fashioned, I cocktailed it with a vintage hair care product called Excellento, which you can find online. But if you're scared to take your Mercedes or your BMW into the hood, you can drive it down to the hood and you can come and you can buy this more than likely at some of your local beauty supply stores. But rather the case, I'm just being cynical, you can find this online. I also used a little hairspray, just to give it some tack and hold because she wants this to hold, okay? And then we also talked about, I did use a little bit of my oil on here, the right oil. So the right oil, I put this all on her hair, is a combination of grapeseed, rosemary, and burdock. The reason why I use those 3 ingredients, because she is 87, and remember, whether you're 87, 52, or 22, the hair is going to age naturally. Burdock oil supports the function of the entire follicle, which is what your hair is encased inside of. Rosemary oil mimics the oil that your face and your scalp naturally produces, so this is going to help her. And then this, the grapeseed oil is a wonderful carrier oil. It's an excellent conductor of heat, so it can withstand the blow drying and the high heat of about 450 degrees using the Marcel iron. So there you have it, what they don't tell you at the hair salon about 87-year-old hair. I will thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell, so when I, put some information up, you guys say, oh my God, it's my girl, Ladosha Kilo. She about to, drop some knowledge about what they don't tell you at the hair salon, okay? And I am definitely a hairstylist who is always about what? A whole lot of peace, a whole lot of love, and definitely more hair. Look at that. Let's just play in her hair so you guys can see. She like, girl, you mess up my curls, I can do something to you. Ooh, okay, bye guys. Isn't that beautiful? Let's get one more quick view on that. Isn't that just awesome? I just had to show it off. Now eat your heart out, Oprah. Eat your heart out, Oops. Bye.